So you want to know how to set up for a Zoom music lesson. Let's get started. So you're a music student or maybe a music teacher and you want to give online music lessons a go. Let's have a look at what you need to get started. Rightio, so first of all you're going to need a laptop with a webcam. It can be a Windows or a Mac laptop. If you don't have a webcam that's very good on your laptop, you're going to need an external webcam. So get yourself an external webcam if you need one. You're going to need to download the application called Zoom, or Zoom for Meetings, which is available for free online. Then you're going to need an external microphone. You can use the microphone that's in your computer, in your laptop, but we're going to have a listen to how the difference of what an external microphone makes, and this is one of the biggest impacts that you can make on improving your sound quality, which is one of the main things that this video is going to look at. A lot of people who I've spoken to who do music teaching online have complained about the sound of Zoom calls, and a lot of the time it comes from the students not being prepared with their audio equipment. So get yourself a great USB microphone. It doesn't have to cost very much. This one cost me 50 Australian dollars, about £25, and that came with the microphone stand here, which is a kind of a table clip-on stand, which is quite useful. You can clip it onto the table that you've got your laptop on, which is what I've done. That allows you to have it to pick up your voice and the instrument. So be aware that the USB, this kind of microphone, the condenser microphone, only picks up from one side. So make sure you've got the front of the microphone pointing towards your instrument and your voice, and not the back. So you might want to test this with a friend in advance. In fact, I very strongly recommend testing your equipment by calling your friends on Zoom and just checking what they can hear before you have your music lesson. It's going to save a heap of time and make your teacher very happy. So you've got your laptop with the webcam and your microphone. You've got a microphone stand. You'll probably need a table to put your laptop on. You might need to do what I've done, which is put another box or something or a few books to raise the laptop to the height that you want so that you can get your webcam to have a really good picture of the whole scene. For piano, I think it's great to lift the laptop up a bit higher than you might expect so that you can angle it down so that you can see all the keys nicely. You're also going to want a pair of headphones because let me tell you now, there's a thing called echo cancellation. And if you turn on Zoom's original sound feature, you're going to have no echo cancellation, which means that if both parties, both you and your teacher or you and your student, are using the speakers on your laptop, you're going to get a feedback system where the sound from the speakers goes back into your microphone and back to the other person, and they'll get an echo. And this can go on and on endlessly. So at least one party needs to be wearing headphones. I strongly recommend that the teacher wears headphones, but the student can also wear headphones, and you can have them just slightly off your ears so that you can hear what you're playing very well. But you've also got the headphones there in case your teacher says something, stops you while you're playing. That way you can have a bit more of a better back and forth and hear the other party much better without any problems with the echo cancellation. Right, so let's get down to setting up your Zoom call. So now I'm going to show you how you would set your microphone levels on a Windows device. This is a Windows 10 computer. We're going to go down to the bottom left to the Start button, press Start, then you're going to start typing in Control Panel, There we go, it comes up, it's the very first thing when you type the letter C. So let's go to Control Panel. Here we have Hardware and Sound. You're going to click on Hardware and Sound and then go to Sound. This opens up another window which shows you playback and recording. So if you press recording, you'll see your microphones there. And this is the microphone that we're currently using, which is my USB external plug and play audio device, which is correct. So click on that one and then go to Properties. And then here, if you go to the third tab which says Levels, you'll be able to change the microphone level. So at the moment I've got it set at 93. It's very sensitive, this one. If I set it at 100, it's way too high, and if I set it at 80, it's too quiet. So I have to be very careful where I put it on this computer. 93 tends to sound about right. So I'm going to press OK, and here you can see that there is an image of the levels going up and down. So you can see that your microphone's working. So I'm going to press OK now. That's done. And on a Mac, you would go to check your microphone settings like this. First of all, go to the little Apple icon in the top left of your screen, click on that, press System Preferences. Comes up with a box like this. Click on Sound, this one here. As you can see, it's come up with Input. If yours comes up with sound effects or output first, you want to be on this tab that says Input. Now you can see that the input device that is selected is my USB external microphone. This slider here can set the level of the microphone. So if I turn the microphone down here, it's going to go very quiet. And if I bring it back up, it's probably too loud. So somewhere about here, as you can see while I'm speaking, the input level shows that it's pretty good. It's coming up sort of 3/4 of the way. What you want to do now is to play something and test that your input levels are not too high. You also want to disable any checkbox here that says Use Ambient Noise Reduction. Now mine's not showing that here, but I've seen that before on Macs. And it's very important to untick or uncheck that box that says Use Ambient Noise Reduction. Okay, let's close that now. After we've done the computer's general microphone settings, we're going to go into the Zoom application itself and have a look at its audio settings, because there's a couple of things there that we can do to optimize the sound for music. Open up the Zoom app. In this top right corner of the app, you'll see very tiny, there's a little cog here which is a settings button. Click on that. In the menu on the left, there's audio. Click on audio. Here you'll see your microphone. Again, you can change the input volume. So play something and check that the level doesn't go too high. One of the most important things here is that you want to make sure that automatically adjust microphone volume is unchecked. So you'll probably come in and it'll be like this. The input volume is grayed out, so you can't change it, and the app itself is going to decide how loud the microphone should be. We don't want that, so uncheck that. Set your level yourself until you're happy with it. You can press Test Mic as well. The next thing you want to do is go down to the bottom right to this little button that says Advanced. Click on Advanced. Here you'll find one of the most important things to improve your sound quality on a Zoom meeting. It's called Enable Original Sound. So you want to make sure that this is ticked or checked. Show in meeting option to enable original sound from the microphone. And what this does is it removes these other things here, which is what it would normally do, which is suppress persistent background noise, suppress intermittent background noise, and echo cancellation. If you tick this, Zoom will not do any of this audio processing, which is what we want. So make sure this is ticked. Now we can exit the audio settings. Now what we want to do is go into a new meeting again on Zoom and have a look at the original sound feature. Click on the new meeting. Here we are. And now you'll see it says I'm using the computer audio, which is great. But also up here at the top left it says turn on original sound. That means it's not on yet. So you need to press the button that says turn on. So click that there. Now it actually says turn off. So that means that if you were to press the button again, it would turn it off, which means it's on. Very confusing. But original sound is now on. When it says turn off, it means it's on. I'll leave that with you. So original sound is now means that there shouldn't be any audio processing. You should get a much better sound. So all you need to do now is phone a friend, really. You can test your Zoom call with a friend or another music student before you go to your lesson. And this is a big tip, I think, is to really test everything with someone else so that you are hitting the ground running when you start your piano lesson and not tweaking, trying to deal with problems with your equipment. So I think that's about everything covered in terms of a Zoom music lesson. If you've got any questions, please write them in the comments below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. That really helps me. And please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all again soon.